Hahn, are you all right?
Thank you for coming.
Why did you want me to meet you here?
To say goodbye.
Audrey, this is absolutely fabulous.
It is, isn't it? I am so happy the way it looks.
Well, you should be. And you know, it was an inspired idea to dedicate the renovation of the hub to Laura and her mother. You deserve all the credit.
Oh, I can't think of two people who meant more to this hospital.
Yeah, well, it's so weird, though. I still don't believe that Laura's dead. I keep expecting I'm going to run into her in a minute.
It was like that when Steve died. Oh, for months afterwards, I used to go into his office and try to talk to him. Well, the truth be known, I still talk to him because I still haven't finished telling him all the things I meant to when he was alive.
There are so many good people that are gone.
Yeah. But, Lucy, I couldn't have done this without you. I mean, you have a true gift for organization.
Oh, I do, don't I?
Yes.
And it was truly my pleasure to... Well, you know, maybe pleasure wasn't quite the right choice of words. I'm very proud that I was part of this. I really do wish Luke could see it, though.
Are the police still looking for him?
That is so absurd to me. He could no more shoot Catherine Bell than you or I. Well, of course, I have had my moments where I wish I could shoot. Never mind.
It is such a shame the way things turned out. I mean, it had to be hard enough for those children to lose their mother, but to be on the run now.
If anybody can pull it off, though, Luke can. I really think they broke the mold when they made him.
And that may not have been such a bad thing. Well, I have to go to my office for a minute, but I will meet you back here for the ceremony at 10.
Okay, it's a deal. 10 sharp. Lucy Coe.
Are you alone?
Luke. Yeah, what's going on? What's wrong?
I'm in the slammer, babe. I need your help.
Yes.
I can't believe this is happening. You're alive. My mother's alive.
Nicholas, there's so much that I need to explain to you.
Yeah, me too.
I need you to listen very carefully, please.
I will, I promise, but before you say anything else...
Nicholas, let me...
Mother, please, just let me finish.
Oh, my God.
What?
You called me mother. You've never done that before.
But you are, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my God, when I heard that that you were dead, I thought I was gonna have to spend the rest of my life regretting all the things I never got a chance to tell you. And now, that by some miracle, I have another chance, I can't wait one more minute. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry for all the hurtful things I ever said to you.
no, you have absolutely nothing to apologize
Yes,
for.
I do.
No.
It wasn't fair.
You were hurt,
I was too busy feeling sorry for myself.
and you had every right to.
I didn't. I was angry. And I was deliberately cruel to you. And I didn't understand. I didn't understand until it was too late how much you really loved me. And that the only reason you left was because you had no other choice.
Nicholas, listen to me. What happened to you was truly unfair.
It doesn't matter.
And I
It
would
doesn't
do
matter.
anything to undo the past, anything.
You're here now. And we can start over.
I want to. I really do.
I love you. There. I said that too. I love you.
I love you too. Oh, Nicholas, I've always loved you. But never more than this moment. I'm so sorry.
Mother, please. Please tell me what happened. It was Luke, wasn't it? Wasn't he? He took you away against your will, didn't he?
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, God, this is gonna be so hard.
What, please? Please, you have to tell me the truth.
Yes, Laura. By all means. Tell Nicholas the truth.
Goodbye to whom?
You. Everyone. I'm fed up with my life.
Well, that's a sweeping statement. Maybe you could just narrow it down a bit.
I feel like I'm suffocating.
Stefan, that is understandable. I mean, you're obviously still grieving over Laura's death.
It's
and
not
there's-
just about Laura. It's everything. Are you listening? My whole life is dragging me down. Whichever way I turn, there's always someone there needing something from me. Stefan this, Mr. Cassadine that. I'm just sick of it.
Maybe you need a vacation.
You know, I would really appreciate it if you would resist the urge to trivialize
You know
everything
very
I
well
say.
that's not what I'm doing. You know that I'm very concerned about you, and I don't want you to leave. You can't leave. Who would be head of the family?
You've always been an ambitious woman. I cede the role to you.
Thanks. That's very flattering. However, I don't think it's very practical.
To hell with practicality. Maybe it's time to do things differently.
This is about Catherine Bell, isn't it? You want to run away because you're afraid that she's going to ID you as the shooter. You can just stop me when I'm getting warm.
Hi.
Hi. What brings you out so early?
Actually, I'm looking for Mac.
I haven't seen him. Is there a problem?
No, it's just, our conversation the other day got me to thinking about who I was before my world literally blew up in my face.
About all that, I think I need to apologize. I know from my own experiences I shouldn't go rooting around in someone's past uninvited.
No, it's fine, really. All I was wondering if Mac had some old photographs of me, and I was thinking I might want to look at them. You wouldn't happen to know if there was an album lying around?
I didn't even know that you existed until I crawled into bed with you that day. But that's not saying that there's not some pictures tucked away somewhere. I could ask Mac if you want.
No, I will. Maybe.
You know, I have to say I'm surprised. Judging from your reaction the other day, I'd think you'd want to stay away from that part of your life. Why are you so interested all of a sudden?
Catherine, where in the world did you get this?
Monica?
I miss her.
I know too. But it was nice them dedicating this renovation to her.
Yeah, but I would rather have her back here alive. You know, with all the time that has passed, I still can't believe that she's gone. Well, how's your hand?
I have to keep it immobilized for a week.
Was there any nerve damage?
Well, the tests were inconclusive, but however it turns out, I've got to tell you something. Knocking Dorman out had to be one of the great pleasures in my life. It really was a high point. Except maybe for last night. That was too fabulous.
My one-armed marvel.
It's an incredible death and disaster around us every minute, and I've never felt closer to you in my life.
Life is very unpredictable, isn't it? Here I get a clean bill of health with cancer, and Laura dies in some sort of an explosion. Why her, not me?
I guess we're not supposed to know things like that. The important thing is that we're alive, we're together, we're gonna stay that way. Hey. Hi, Ma.
Oh, look at that.
You know, there's a rumor circulating that you're thinking of giving up medicine to enter the ring full time. Is there any truth to it?
Never mind. How's your hand, madam?
It hurts, but I don't think I sustained any major damage.
Good. I know I shouldn't say this, dear, but I did so enjoy hearing about you punching that little weasel's lights out.
Hey, I'm gonna watch myself from now on. I don't want you pulling a Dorman on me. Oh, last night the city council passed a unanimous resolution to honor the memory of Laura and Leslie.
Thanks to the persuasive oratory of Councilman Gorbinger.
Well, it wasn't really a very difficult sale. There aren't too many women in this community more beloved than Laura.
We won't see the likes of her again.
Amen to that.
Well, easy sell or not, it was very thoughtful of you to get that through, and I'm very proud of you. But I'm warning you, you better not cross me.
All right.
Has anybody seen Lucy? The ceremony's supposed to start in a few minutes, and I can't find her anywhere.
Luce.
I got here as soon
Sorry,
as I
no contact. Strict orders from Detective Taggart.
Oh, okay. So who the heck is Detective Taggart?
Nobody. Some gung-ho cop with a Jones for Sonny.
Oh, well, tell me what happened. What's going on? I thought by now you'd be thousands of miles away from here.
Well, we would have been, but Taggart followed Tom Hardy to where we were hiding out. Listen, I can fill you in later. I'll give you all the details, but right now I need to ask a big favor.
Well, you certainly called the right person. Of course, I guess you knew that, huh?
I've always been able to be straight with you, haven't I, Luce?
Yeah, you sure have. Okay, so what is it we need? A hacksaw? Maybe some dynamite to blow ourselves out of this popsicle stand? What? What do you need? Tell me, I'll do it.
No, what I need is your understanding.
That's easy. You're in luck because I have become this amazing person at understanding. You can just ask Kevin.
Good. Great. Okay. Well, here goes. Laura isn't dead.
Oh, Luke. You know, that's impossible, okay? Because I was at her funeral and I saw them lower the casket in the ground. It's okay.
She wasn't in it, darling.
You're serious, aren't you? The look on your face tells me you are not kidding. Luke, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Wait a minute here. What are you saying?
It was a setup, Luce.
A setup? Are you saying that you faked her death?
To get the Cassadines off our back.
But why didn't you tell me?
I couldn't take the chance.
The chance? The chance of what? Are you saying to me that you didn't think I could be trusted?
This is very complicated. Your grandmother, Leslie, she's still alive.
What, then? The explosion? Some kind of a setup?
Yes.
God. My uncle.
No. Stefan had nothing to do with this, and he doesn't even know that I'm alive.
So then it was Luke.
Yes, he was involved, but it's not the way you think.
I'm sorry. I don't understand.
I went along with the plan. It was not against my will.
Miranda, what's the matter? You look, you have the strangest look on your face.
Where did you get this?
It was a gift.
From your friend? The guy who visits at night?
Yes, how did you know?
Lucky guess. It's really very beautiful. Quite unusual.
Yes, the tree. Sort of a private thing between us.
I know a little about the work. It's really extraordinary craftsmanship. So, do you know who he is yet?
No.
Well, he sounds really special. I should let you get some rest.
Well, you want me to ask Mac about those photos?
To run would be cowardly. However, if I walk away...
You still lose. Running isn't the answer. You can't run. You have responsibilities here. You have a life here.
What life? The position I inherited from my egocentric brother? The legacy I hold for his son? Do you realize how little of my life is actually my own?
Stefan, you have power over everyone and everything.
What if I no longer want that?
What if I don't believe you? Ever since we were children, I was there. Remember, I watched you. I watched you manipulate everyone to get everything that you wanted. Well, you don't have to bother anymore because you control everything.
Do I? Nicholas's mother is dead. Catherine Bell may never walk again.
And that's horrible. And you feel remorse. Well, you'll get used to it. We all do, eventually. It's not a reason to turn your back on your life.
Desire is sufficient.
Oh, well, now you sound just like Stavros.
Well, maybe Stavros had the right idea. I just take what I want and leave the responsibility of the consequences to someone else.
And who would that be? Me? Or Nicholas? I mean, have you figured Nicholas into your fantasy? What are you going to do, put a ring on his finger and decree him head of the family now? Are you going to reveal everything that you've done in his name? That's not fair. Or were you considering taking him with you when you disappear off into the sunset?
I hadn't considered it.
Yeah, well, that's obvious. What is this about? Really? What can't you have without deserting your family? I'm asking you.
Catherine Bell.
You want Catherine Bell.
You see my problem?
And it's insurmountable. I mean, even if you weren't married to Bobby. You paralyzed the woman, remember? I mean, I would imagine you might want to tell her that when you ask her to spend the rest of her life with you.
Oh, perhaps I will.
How do you think she's gonna feel about you? In fact, how does she feel about you, Stefan? How much time have you been spending with her?
Enough to know she's what I want.
You shot this woman. You feel responsible. And now you've convinced yourself that you're in love with her. You're not. I know you as well as you think you know yourself. As well as you used to know yourself. And I need you to think clearly about this. I need you to realize that what you're considering is not a possibility here.
This is not your decision to make.
No, it's not. Is it? Well, you're not in any hurry, are you? I mean, you could throw your life away next week just as easily as you could throw it away today.
Careful, Alexis. To propose delay is a tactic of desperation.
And only a fool acts without considering the consequences. You taught me that. Please don't do anything about this until you weigh this carefully.
All right.
Stefan, I mean it. I have to be in court right now. I don't want to sit and worry that you are going to destroy your life in the next 24 hours.
I said all right.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you tonight.
Please, Nicholas, please try to understand. None of this was ever intended to hurt you.
Out of all of the possibilities of action available, the only one that you can come up with was to fake your own death?
Yes.
And did you think the news wouldn't affect me?
No, of course not. I just didn't know what to do. Oh, my God. You have no idea how sorry I am.
It's your middle name, isn't it? Laura, sorry. Sorry for abandoning me as a child. Sorry for choosing her husband and her other son over me. The pièce de résistance. Sorry for letting me think you were dead.
No. I swear to you, I was going to come back.
Tell me. Did Lucky know you were alive all this time?
Yes, he...
Yes. And you said you loved us equally.
I didn't choose him over you.
I know. In addition to being sorry for everything, you never have a choice what to do. The Cassadines are to blame for everything.
Oh, please don't hate me. Please, not now. Not when we've just begun to understand how much we mean to each other.
You're nothing to me.
Don't say that, please.
You come to me with your tears and your protestations of love. And then you turn around and tell me that the hell you put me through was all a game.
No! It wasn't.
No,
I just,
that's
there was
enough.
nothing I could...
That's enough, please. You accuse the Cassadines of being cold-blooded, of manipulating people for their own ends. Let me tell you something. Elena pales in comparison to you. She never claims to love you while stabbing you in the heart with a knife, and twisting it around for good measure.
I take full responsibility for what happened. I made a choice, a difficult one.
You see, I was afraid that if I told you the truth...
I'd go run to my uncle and tell him, right? You're right. I wouldn't leave him to mourn the way you left me. My tears don't count, anyway. After all, I'm only a Cassadine.
Oh, no. No, Nicholas.
Did Luke enjoy this? I'm sure he did. And we all know that you do everything he says, even if it means leaving your own son for the third time.
I made a huge mistake.
No, you didn't. For once, I think you did exactly the right thing. For once, you were honest. You don't give a damn about me.
No, that is not true.
Just admit it, okay? So we can all just move on. Lucky and my sister are your real children. That was just an embarrassment that you accumulated along the way.
No, that was never the case. Never. Not a day went by that I didn't think about you.
I should thank you, really. All these weeks I spent visiting your grave, pouring my heart out to you, berating myself for all the things that I've said to you, making you into this saint, this angel that could do no wrong. All the time you were just in hiding with your real family. Now that I know you for what you really are, I won't make the mistake of missing you again.
Oh, please. Please don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to us. Listen to me. I haven't had a moment's peace since all of this began. I almost tried to sneak away so that I could tell you the truth.
But you didn't, did you?
No, but that was because Luke promised me that as soon as my mother was in safe hiding, that I could come back for you.
And what, you just think I would just be waiting here for you in open arms? Turn my back on my family for more of your lies? Or were you scared that you might need me if Leslie Lou got ill again?
No.
Yeah. That's all you really needed me for anyway, wasn't it? Well, don't worry. Because if she needs me, I'll be there. Her life is my responsibility, and I gladly shoulder it. But as for the rest, the game is over. So you can stop wasting your time and acting like you care about me.
My feelings for you are real.
Nothing about you is real. My uncle warned me about you, and I wouldn't listen. But I will now.
No.
He's a Cassadine. Therefore, he's always in the wrong. And I'm a Cassadine, too. Which means that we no longer have anything to say to each other.
No, please don't say that. Please, I'm your mother. I love you. Don't do this.
You're dead to me.
Nicholas, wait.
Laura, don't. You have done enough damage for one day.
Luce, it had nothing to do with trust. Okay? It had to do with being convincing, and it had to do with your safety. I mean, if Stefan found out that you knew something, it could have been dangerous for you.
That would have been a lot easier to deal with. Do you have any idea how heartbroken I was over Laura? Not just Laura. It was about you and about the children. You saw me, for God's sakes. Luke, I didn't sleep for days over this. I lost complete consciousness, worried about you. And now you're telling me this was some sort of con job, that it was just a setup, and you couldn't trust me as a good friend enough to tell me the truth?
No, wait, you're not hearing me, baby. I didn't say I couldn't trust you. It had nothing to do with trust. It was all about being convincing enough so that Stefan Cassadine would buy it.
Oh, great. So that makes it okay to use me and manipulate my emotions like that.
I wanted to tell you.
Did you tell anybody?
Sonny and Tom.
Sonny and Tom?
Well, Sonny had to provide certain things that I needed, and I needed Tom's advice about Leslie's condition, you see.
Oh, no, I don't see. So let me get this straight. All you needed me for was to play me for a fool.
Oh, no, Lucy,
no,
please.
Don't you dare touch me. I would never, ever treat a friend like this. What were you thinking? I don't think I've ever been so angry at anybody in my whole entire life.
Well, I'm sorry, and you deserve to be... I swear I'll make it up to you, but right now, Lucy, please, I need a big favor.
Oh, I see. So now you need my help, huh, pal? Well, guess what? I don't think so. You could stand on your big fat head and spit wooden nickels on a cold July day, and I would not lift one tiny finger to help you at all.
Lucy,
No,
don't be like
I'm
that.
done. You know what? Our friendship is over. It's kaputty.
Oh.
It's finished, and I will never, ever, ever forgive you.
Oh, Lou.
No, not ever.
Oh,
What is it that you need?
I'm crazy about you.
No, let's perhaps leave your insanity out of this, shall we? Because this isn't over. You have a lot of splaining to do to me, and I'm not going to let you off the hook. But, you see, I don't treat my friends like that. I'm not going to stoop as low as you did. I'm going to treat my fan really good. So, here goes. I think Cassadine is a big fat creep, and right this very minute, he is swooping down on my Kevin. So, if stopping him means helping you, then okay. What is it that you need from me?
Is it possible for a dream to come late, with no promise before it and unlikely?
I imagine.
May I tell you mine?
Baby's getting sort of cold. I'll have to take him back.
If I told you I loved you that day, would you have gone back to Spencer? I lost you because I waited. I can't make that mistake again.
Any luck finding Lucy?
Well, she doesn't answer the page. No one's seen her. You know, she must have left the hospital.
Well, Stefan and Bobby aren't here either, so maybe we ought to wait a little longer.
I hope I'm not too late.
Oh, no. Lucy's disappeared, and we're still waiting for Bobby and Stefan.
Perhaps we should postpone the service.
Now, forgive me, Lila, but I have no intentions of making another trip here. I say we begin the ceremony now, without them. Who cares whether Lucy and Bobby Jones are here anyway?
Monica, you wanted to say a few words?
Well, yeah, okay. Thank you.
Everybody, the ceremony's going to start right now.
Well, I always counted Laura as one of my dearest friends. I'm sure you all share my sadness at the loss of someone so young, so vital, so giving of spirit. I don't think there's a day that goes by without being reminded of her unflagging compassion and her kindness. If there was ever someone without guile, without ulterior motives, it was Laura.
Get out of my way. Nicholas doesn't want anything more to do with you, and neither do I. Now get off my property.
I am not leaving here until I have spoken to my son.
I could have you forcibly removed from this island, and I don't want you near my family. Now go!
Hello. When? All right, I'll be right there.
Nicholas? Nicholas?
How'd it go?
I got it. You're free to go.
Oh, I love you.
Don't touch me. I said, just leave me alone. None of that mushy stuff, okay? I am so very angry and you have a lot to explain, and I'm furious, so don't, okay?
All right. We'll talk about all that later, okay?
Fine. Wait, where are you going?
I gotta make sure Laura and Lucky and Lulu are okay.
Good. But listen to me. Do not you dare do anything bad, okay? Because I put up a lot of mulu for you. Do not you
Don't
fail.
worry about your mulu. I got it covered, babe, okay? Let's go.
Oh.
Goodbye, Mother.
Luke Spencer.
Cassadine mouthpiece. I'd love to hang out and, catch up on all your family business, but my friend and I were just leaving.
Clearly, I've missed the punchline.
The punchline is Luke did not shoot Catherine, and I would be happy to back that.
Sweetheart, save your breath right now. We got places to go.
Damn it, Stefan, where are you?
Wow, what are you doing here? I thought you only worked at night.
I needed to see you.
I'm glad. I was just sitting here looking at the crystal tree you gave me. You look very troubled.
There's something I have to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm not who you think I am.
Who is?
I'm Stefan Cassadine.
General Hospital has endured incredible losses this year. First Steve Hardy, then Laura Spencer. But it is precisely the commitment and the dedication of people like Steve, like Laura, like Leslie Weber. The General Hospital continues to thrive and to prosper. They will live in our hearts forever.
Thank you. I hereby commemorate the renovation of General Hospital in memory of two of the finest people I have ever had the privilege to know. My dear friends, Leslie Weber and Laura Spencer. And may the memory of their lives inspire all of us always.
Oh,